Xur has just arrived in Destiny 2, and he has brought an amazing gift for the Warlocks out there. We've got a Getaway Artist pair of exotic gauntlets with 29 recovery and 23 discipline. That's amazing. Make sure you go and snag that. That's not all he has, though. We're going to go through his entire inventory. He does actually have an excellent pulse rifle as well. And so here we go. Let's go ahead and jump through everything. We got the One-Eyed Mask, exotic helmet. This is an excellent exotic for Titans out there. 67 stats is pretty nice. Unfortunately, that 18 mobility makes this a hard throw. We're going to pass on the One-Eyed Mask this week. And then we have the Lucky Raspberry here, which is 64 stats, 21 mobility. This is actually a decent roll of Lucky Raspberry if you're looking for that. And then we have the Hard Light exotic auto rifle. This is the stuff of nightmares. Does anyone remember back in the day when this thing was absolutely busted in PvP? Thankfully, it's not as busted as it used to be. And most of you probably have that exotic. So let's move on to all the legendary weapons. Let's see if Xur brought us any god rolls this week. We got Swashbuckler and Archer's Tempo. Not a half bad roll of the Whispering Slab overall. And then we have a Thoughtless Sniper Rifle, which is firing line and firmly planted. That's going to be a hard pass on that sniper. Then we got the Drang Baroque sidearm that a lot of people really like out there. Got Turnabout Moving Target. We're going to pass on that. Average roll at best. The Deicides here, it's going to have 1-2 punch and slide shot. Not too bad inside PvE, especially if you need a void shotgun, for example. And 1-2 punch is obviously really potent on certain builds. Then we have this Outlast here. This thing is actually a really good roll of the Outlast. Is the Outlast a meta-defining pulse rifle? Not currently. I think that its base stats are a little bit lower than some other pulse rifles in game, but that being said, it does have keep away, got flared magwell, arrowhead break, fluted barrel, so it's got all the right stuff. Range masterwork, gonna have excellent range for this Outlast roll, opening shot as well, so that first burst should be really powerful, really potent. It's actually a decent roll of the Outlast if you like 540 RPMs type of pulse rifles that, you know, spray your enemies down. Next up, we've got the Honor's Edge sword here. This is going to be the adaptive frame that we like, especially for damaging bosses like Crota, but this roll right here does not have the roll we're looking for. We're going to want that surrounded roll. So we'll move on to the next one, which is going to be Quick Fang, which means this is the class-specific sword. It's got Flash Counter, Tireless Blade, which means we got to pull up and see the other swords on the other characters, okay? For the Titan, we're going to have a Crown Splitter. It's going to have Relentless Strikes and Counterattack. And then for the Warlock, we'll have Eternity's Edge, which is going to have Energy Transfer and Counterattack there. So keep that in mind. That's going to be there this week. For all the other characters, whether you log in as a Hunter, Titan, or Warlock, it'll change the sword that you have there. Now for the armor, we've got the Lost Pacific Grips for the Hunter, 65 stats, super high resilience, super high discipline, super solid pair of gauntlets right there for you, especially if you're looking for triple 100 builds. Then we've got on the chest, also really solid chest piece. Helmet is pretty good too, although really low mobility on Hunter, not the best. And then we've got the boots here with super high discipline, recovery, and mobility. Those are just picture perfect. Those are really nice, especially if you're using them in PvP. Now we'll go on to and look at the armor for the Titan. For the Titan, we've got gauntlets this week that have 65 stats, 17 mobility. That's a hard pass. We're going to get off that immediately. Ridiculously high intellect chest piece with 28 intellect. That's pretty interesting, but I would pass on that. We don't really need the super high intellect if we're rocking some Titan builds out there. Super high mobility helmet. And again, it says Lost Pacific set, so if you're looking for that, it's been brought in rotation many times before though, so most of you probably have it. And then we have 10 mobility boots. So the Titan armor, not nearly as impressive this week. Warlock armor this week, we got 18 mobility gauntlets. Hard pass again. Chest piece is really good though. High strength, recovery, not too bad. I would look a little bit more for that resilience and discipline stat to be higher. And then helmet, we've got a decent helmet there, maybe a little too much mobility, but it's not too bad. And then ridiculously high mobility on the boots, so we're going to pass on those immediately. And then we'll look at the Hawk Moon last. See what we got this week. We got a quick draw Hawk Moon, so it's not going to be the god roll we're looking for. We got polymer grip, we got small bore, not the exact roll that we want from Xur, but that's everything from Xur's wares this week. Let me know if you're going to log in and snag anything. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on, smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.